Hey guys, Joe here with Lights On for Safety. Today I'm going to be doing a long overdue follow-up on a video that I released about 6 months ago where I was talking about some accuracy problems that I had with my Savage 7mm-08. Now I'm going to spare you most of the details, but what you really need to know is this gun would not shoot worth a darn. Now if you'd like, you can go ahead and check out that video that I did. I list a few more details as far as how bad it would shoot and what I tried to get it to shoot straight. But right now I'm, like I said, going to spare you the details and just kind of move on. Now, I was planning on sending the gun back to Savage, having them look at it and then tell me what it was going to cost to have it repaired. The gun was outside of its warranty period by 13 years, so I figured it was going to cost me money to have the gun shooting right, but a gun that doesn't shoot right really isn't worth much, so I figured it'd be money well spent. They got a hold of me a couple weeks after I sent the gun into them and said that they replaced the barrel and stock free of charge, which they didn't have to do because, like I said, it was out of their warranty period, but they decided to go ahead and do anyhow. So I'm thankful that they were willing to do that. So today I'm going to go ahead and shoot it and see how it does. I'll be shooting Federal Fusion 140 grain, which I've never shot through the 7mm-08 before, but the Federal Fusion in my Tikka T3 that's chambered in 270 short mag absolutely loves that round or that load from Federal. So hopefully this will do as good, but like I said, we'll take a look and see. Okay, well, 12 rounds later, and this gun did not do so hot. That group right there is a group that I shot. Unfortunately, that's not even a 100-yard group. That was at 50 yards, and that's about a 2-inch group. So just to make sure that I wasn't having just a terrible day, I decided to let my buddy shoot it, and he did right about the same, or actually a tiny bit worse. So those are two 4-shot groups that are both over 2 inches. This one's closer to 2.5 or maybe even 3 inches, and like I said, that's at 50 yards. So I was looking at the documentation that Savage sent me with the gun for the work order, and they did mention using some Winchester silver tip bullets to get that 0.7 inch group. So I decided to go to the store, grab a box of that exact ammo, which luckily I found on the shelf, and I'm out here today at the range, a different location, and I'm going to use that ammo and see if maybe this gun's just super picky when it comes to the ammo type. If that's the case, then again, this isn't a gun that I really want to have if it's that picky. And if not, if it shoots this ammo just as bad as it did the Fusion, then I don't know, I might be looking for a river to throw this thing into. So I'm going to do a few more groups and we'll see what I come up with. Well guys, I gotta say, I am really disappointed. I was hoping at the end of this video that I'd show you a target that had tiny little groups, especially since I'm shooting at 50 yards, and I'd be able to talk about how thrilled I was with my Savage and the fact that I sent it off to them and they fixed it for free, and that it would just be a fairy tale kind of ending. But this right here is not what fairy tales are made of. These are kind of terrible groups that I would hope no one would ever shoot. So these two right here I did with the Winchester silver tips. They did do a little better than the Federal Fusions. This one was even under 1 inch, but that's still not a good group. That's a maybe marginal group if that, but instead that's the best I could come up with. The other groups over here are ones that I did with the Fusion just to kind of follow up, make sure maybe I didn't have a bad rest or something yesterday, but a 2-inch group up here and then a 1.5 inch group there. Again, that's just not very good. So I did notice that the last two groups I shot, these bottom ones, they did tighten up a little bit. I don't know if maybe that has something to do with my barrel warming up or just what, but what I know is that this gun still doesn't shoot the way I want it to, and really not even good enough to use for hunting, anything past, you know, maybe 100 yards or so. So I don't know what to do with it. I think maybe I'll just give it back to my dad, and maybe he can, I don't know, let the grandkids use it or something. But I think I'm kind of done with it. So I wish I had a happier ending, but sometimes life isn't a happy ending. So hopefully I'll see you in the next video on slightly better terms. So take it easy, guys.